Welcome back. You're watching Fox 7 Austin News at 5:30. President Trump says negotiations to end the war with Iran are, quote, proceeding nicely. Meanwhile, lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are criticizing the current framework deal. Fox's Jared Halpern has more.
3 months into the war, the U.S. and Iran are closer to reaching a deal that would end the conflict, reopen the Strait of Hormuz, and eventually deal with Iran's enriched nuclear material. But it is drawing criticism from some lawmakers who favor a harder line against Tehran.
It sounds to me like what this agreement will do is take us back really to the pre-war status quo.
We're talking about a posture where we may accept the nuclear material remaining in Iran. How does that make sense at all?
President Trump is pushing back, saying the framework is, quote, not like the one made by Obama, which gave Iran massive amounts of cash and a clear and open path to a nuclear weapon.
The idea that somehow this president is going to somehow agree to a deal that ultimately winds up putting Iran in a stronger position when it comes to nuclear ambitions is absurd.
But signs of a potential deal are having a positive impact on oil prices, which dropped by about $5 per barrel on Sunday. The average price of gas still sits around $4.50 per gallon. That is up 40 cents from a month ago.
His Iran war is one of the most chaotic foreign misadventures America's ever gone on. And it gets worse all the time.
The president says a blockade on Iranian ports remains in effect until an agreement is signed, though energy markets could be disrupted for months.
You could expect oil prices to plummet. That's not going to instantaneously all of a sudden create relief.
President Trump says he is also requiring an expansion of the Abraham Accords as part of a negotiated settlement to end the war. At the White House, Jared Halpern, Fox News.